Guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, so on this week's episode of Bible Time with Allicia Time, we are going to be still continuing the story of, well, I wouldn't really say it's the story of Moses anymore. It's more of the story of, the book of Exodus. So, we're going to be learning about how when the people showed up to the promised land, how, they thought like, oh, there's no way we're going to be able to get in because our enemies are in there. And there were two men who still believed in the Lord's promise and said, we can make it through. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so if you remember, this is pretty much where we left off last week. So, wouldn't it be better for us to go back to Egypt? If only we had died in Egypt during this wilderness. Why did the Lord bring us here to die? Our families will be taken as plunder. We should choose a leader and go back to Egypt. So the Lord can give us good land. This land is exceedingly good, and if the Lord is pleased with us, he will lead us in and give it to us all. Do not rebel against the Lord. Do not fear the people. We will devour them. Their protection is gone, but the Lord is with us. And of course, the Hebrews respond with, we will stone you, all of you, with retaliation. So, how long will these people refuse to believe in me? In spite of all the signs I have performed, I will strike them down, but I will make you into a nation greater than they. But the Egyptians will hear about it. If you put these people to death, the nations will say, the Lord was not able to bring these people into the land. I have forgiven them as you asked. Nevertheless, none of them will ever see the land I promised an oath to their ancestors. No one who has treated me with contempt will ever see it. The Lord is slow to anger, abounding in love, and forgiving sin and rebellion, in accordance with your love, forgiving the sin of these people as you have pardoned them for the time they left Egypt until now. But because Caleb follows me wholeheartedly, I will bring he and his descendants into the land. Set out tomorrow toward the desert along the route to the Red Sea. So tell them, as surely as I live, declares the Lord, I will do to you the very thing I heard you say. In this wilderness your bodies will fall, every one of you 20 years old or more, who have grumbled against me. Not one of you will enter the promised land except Caleb and Joshua. As for your children that you said would be taken as plunder, I will bring them in to enjoy the land you have rejected. Your bodies will fall in this wilderness, and your children will be shepherds here for 40 years, 1 year for each of the 40 days you explored the land. You will suffer for your sins, and know what it is like to have me against you. I, the Lord, have spoken, and I will surely do these things to this whole wicked community. They will meet their end in this wilderness. Here they will die. The men Moses had sent to explore the land, who had spread a bad report, were struck down and died of a plague. Of the 12 spies, only Joshua and Caleb survived. When the people heard this, they mourned bitterly, and they next morning set out for the hill country. Now we are ready to go up to the land the Lord had promised. Why are you disobeying the Lord's command? This will not succeed. Do not go up against the Amalekites and Canaanites, because the Lord is not with you." But the people were presumptuous. They went up, though neither Moses nor the ark of the Lord's covenant was with them. As a result, the Amalekites and the Canaanites in the hill country attacked and beat them down all the way to Hormah. Korah and about 250 leaders rose up to oppose Moses. "Moses, you think you're the only one close to God. We're just as holy as you. In fact, the entire congregation is holy. We don't need you and Aaron telling us what to do and making yourself judges over us. Yeah, I'm tired of all this wandering in the desert and God killing us over tribal matters. It is Moses' fault. His standards are too high." Moses went to the tabernacle and asked God what to do. God says you take too much responsibility upon yourselves, you sons of Levi. You would have men become priests when God has not appointed them to be. The Lord will judge between us all, and we will know who are the priests of God and who is holy and who is not. Come to the tabernacle tomorrow morning, bringing your censers with fire in them. The next day, draw near, profess your holiness, you who would be priest and rule over the people. God will meet us here today, and He will choose. We will see His might and His glory. Separate yourselves from these wicked people, and I will kill them all at once. Get away from their tents and don't come near them, or you will die with them." So that's what the Lord told Moses. "If these men die a normal death, then you can know that I am a false prophet. But if today you see a new thing, if the earth opens up and swallows them, then you will know they have sinned against God, and I am His prophet." Uh-oh. "Help! Ah!" rumble. All the men who sought to be priests were swallowed up alive, and the earth closed around them. Pick up their brass censers and make of them a covering for the altar. When you see it, you will remember this day when men ignored the commandments of God. That was a day the children of Israel would never forget. God made it clear that Moses was His prophet, and only those whom He had appointed could be priests. The glory of God always stood over the tabernacle, and the people willingly followed Moses back and forth through the wilderness for 40 years. The glory of God is with us, and He gives us bread from heaven. God continued to rain down bread from heaven. The pillar of fire covered them by night, and the cloud by day. They settled down and learned to keep the commandments of God. The people moved to Kadesh in the desert of Zin. There Miriam died, and there the people rebelled again. "You brought us into the wilderness to get rid of us, along with our flocks and herds. Why did you ever make us leave Egypt and bring us here to this evil place? Would that we too had died with our brothers the Lord killed. Where is the fertile land and wonderful crops you told us about? Why, there isn't even enough water to drink." And the Lord replied to Aaron and Moses, "Take Aaron's staff and summon the people. As they watch, Speak to that rock over there and tell it to pour out its water. You will give them water from a rock, enough for all the people and all the cattle." "Listen, you rebels, must we bring you water from this rock?" Goosh. But the thing that Moses did displeased the Lord, and he spoke to both Moses and Aaron. "Because you did not trust and honor me in the eyes of the people, you shall not bring them its land I promised them." The place was named the Meribah, rebel waters, because it was where the people of Israel fought against Jehovah, and where he showed himself to be holy before them. Alright, so we're gonna actually end it right here for now. And so next week's episode will basically be kind of the same concept that's, been going on, where the people are rebelling and God sends, disaster that happens, to teach the people that they need to stop rebelling, and that he's there to help them and support them. But if they rebel and we don't need you, he's not going to support them at all. He's not going to be with them. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a video. Please comment down below with any ideas for any Pacific Bible stories you would like me to read to you, because I would be more than happy to. So, as always, have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!